Gering city leaders provide an update on the status of a proposed racetrack and casino for here in the valley. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, ever since the passage of legislation requiring socioeconomic horse racing and casino market impact studies by January of 2025, progress has been relatively stagnant towards proposed operations in Gering, Kimball, and North Platte. Gering officials tell KNEB News they're keeping their eyes on bills in the current legislative session with hopes there will be changes that would spur such activity on the western side of the state. City Administrator Pat Heath tells us the passage of LB 148 would be a positive in that regard.
Senator Jacobson has a bill to allow anything west of the 100th meridian, which is Cozad. The Racing Commission could approve a license without the study being done. I think it also extended the study for east of the 100th meridian from 2025 to 2030 for its completion.
That measure will have a hearing before the General Affairs Committee on March 13th, while the body has already heard a competing bill that would push back the study's deadlines to 2029 only. Well, after a stretch of mild weather melting much of the lingering snow, a fresh storm blankets the Panhandle once again. Snow began to fall over the Panhandle yesterday evening and continued well into the day. Scottsville Public Works Director Mark Bowles says that despite a very busy season for his crews, they're plenty prepared to handle this latest storm.
You know, we are ready. All the sanders are in, the plows are on. So if we get anywhere from 1 to 3, we'll just plow over, give the driving lanes that cars a place to go, just driving lanes. We won't windrow at that point. We'll sand the intersections. And as it starts accumulating, as it's predicted, then we'll start to windrow those into the center and get ready to haul the snow.
The snow is also causing cancellations for schools, businesses, and events, and those closures can be found at our website at kneb.com. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. A Valentine's Day traffic stop results in a felony weapons charge against a Scottsville man. 28-year-old Alejandro Lazoya was a passenger in a vehicle that had been pulled over for having no license plate, and a subsequent search of the vehicle resulted in the discovery of a pistol magazine and a 9mm handgun. Lazoya is a felon and is not allowed to own a gun under state law. He was ultimately arrested on a Class 1D felony of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person and carrying a concealed weapon. Bond in his case has been set at $50,000 at 10%, and he's slated to be back in court on Friday for his preliminary hearing. Area law enforcement are asking the public's assistance to help locate a missing rural Gering man. 37-year-old Joseph Sloan was reported missing by family members late yesterday afternoon, and he was possibly last seen in the LaGrange, Wyoming area. Sloan is described as a white male, 6 foot tall, 155 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes, and he's believed to be driving a silver 2012 Toyota Tundra Crewmax pickup with the license plate of 2167BE. If you know of Sloan's whereabouts, you are asked to contact the Scottsbluff County Communications Center at 436-6666. And Sherry Vinton has been confirmed as the director of the Nebraska Department of Agriculture, making her the first woman to head the agency. Vinton of Whitman, Nebraska, is a fifth-generation rancher with a family operation in the Nebraska Sandhills. She was appointed as director by Governor Jim Pillen last month and was confirmed last week by the Nebraska legislature, replacing Steve Wellman.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Fox Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
It's time for the recycling game. Question 1. Where do you recycle old electronics in the Tri-City area?
The Environmental Services at 609 East 2nd Street.
Correct. Question 2. Where can you find recycling trailers?
Trailers can be found in Gearing and Terrytown.
Correct. Final question. How can you dump recyclables and not have to sort them?
The Free Stream Recycle Bins from the city.
That's correct. You just won a cleaner and happier city, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater.
For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Peyton, a 12-year-old domestic shorthair that still has a whole lot of love to give. Staff says she loves lounging around the house and even will talk to you when you're petting her. Her adoption cost is just $25, and that includes a Murdoch's gift card for whoever brings her home. And that adoption cost covers her spay, microchipping, and vaccinations.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, the Scottsbluff High School math team has been awarded a $4,000 National Convention grant from Mu Alpha Theta. These funds will assist 14 SHS students to attend their first ever National Convention trip in June in Fayetteville, Arkansas. The math team will compete against more than 40 schools from across the country in a variety of different team math events and individual exams. In order to fund the remainder of the event expenses, the SHS math team is seeking sponsorships from local businesses, and interested sponsors can contact the foundation at 672-3440. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.